Hello students, this video is for chapter 1 part 4 the earth in the solar system. In this video we are going to learn about other celestial bodies of the solar system. In that we have asteroids, meteoroids, comets. So we'll learn about this. Now the first celestial body which here we are going to read is asteroids. Asteroids are the group of tiny bodies made up of rock and metal which revolve around the Sun, mainly between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. They are also called the minor planets. Since they revolve around the Sun, mostly between Mars and Jupiter, this region has come to be called the asteroid belt. Now, Ceres, Pallas, Juno, and Vesta are four largest asteroids in the solar system. Most of the asteroids in the asteroid belt are made of rock and stone, but a small portion of them contain iron and nickel metals. The remaining asteroids are made up of a mix of these along with carbon rich materials. Here you can see the asteroids in the asteroid belt, which is made up of rock and metal, and it is in between the orbit of Mars and orbit of Jupiter, and it is revolving around the Sun. So it basically divides the terrestrial planets, that means inner planets, and the giant planets which are outer planets. You can see that four planets which are terrestrial planets are inside the asteroid belt and the giant planets are outside the asteroid belts. Their name asteroid means star-like. They got this name because in early 1800s, when the first asteroids were discovered, astronomers thought they looked like stars, and yet their movement in the front of the star background caused their nearness to us showed them to be something other than star. The biggest object in the asteroid belt was also the first one to be discovered in the year 1801. It is Ceres. Ceres is now classified as a dwarf planet by the International Astronomical Unit. Also, there are other asteroids which are minor planets. Next, we have meteoroids. These are small celestial objects that enter the Earth's atmosphere and get burnt due to heat produced by friction against air and flashes as a streak of light in the sky. These are also known as shooting stars. When meteoroids are large in size and do not burn up completely, they land on the Earth's surface. They also move around the Sun. Now, it is believed that meteoroids originate in the asteroid belt. Here you can see the picture of meteoroids. And these meteoroids only are the shooting stars, which we can sometimes see in the sky. You can see how it is burning when it enters to Earth's atmosphere. Now here we will learn about the meteoroid in detail. Now meteoroid has two conditions. If a meteoroid enters the Earth's atmosphere and vaporizes, it becomes a meteor, which is often called a shooting star. That means it is not reaching to the Earth's surface. then it is meteor. But if a small asteroid or large meteoroid survives its fiery passage through the Earth's atmosphere and lands on Earth's surface, it is then called a meteorite. That means if it is not landing on the Earth's surface, it is meteor. If it is landing on the Earth's surface, it is meteorite. Here in the picture, you can understand. If the meteoroid is moving in the space, it is meteoroid. But when it starts its journey towards Earth's surface and it enters into the Earth's atmosphere, it will start burning and then it will become meteor. And it will be meteor if it is not reaching the Earth's surface and vaporized in the atmosphere only. Then it is meteor. But if it is reaching to the Earth's surface, then it is meteorite. So you can understand the difference between meteoroid, meteor, and meteorite. Meteoroid is it is when it is moving in the space. When it is coming to Earth's surface, Earth's atmosphere, and it is vaporized there only, then it is meteor. And if it reaches to Earth's surface, then it is meteorite. Here you can understand in this picture on also, when it is in the space, it is meteoroid. Now, when it is entering in the Earth's atmosphere, it is burning and it is meteor. But if it is not vaporizing and it is coming to the Earth's surface, then it is meteorite. Now, here we have comets. A comet is a shiny heavenly object made up of clumps of ice. Now, these have bright head and a tail that always points away from the sun. This luminous tail is visible only when the comet's orbit passes close to the sun. Now, comets made up of frozen gases, that is ammonia, methane, carbon dioxide, etc. The most famous comet of our universe is Halley's Comet that appears after every 76 years. Now, last time it was seen in 1986 and next time it will appear in 2062. Now, it is the only known short period comet that is regularly visible to the naked eyes from Earth, and the only naked eye comet that might appear twice in a human life. Here we have picture of the comet still, and as you can see, the tail of the comet is pointing away from the sun and the head is towards the sun. So you can understand this in the picture. Now here we have Halley's Comet, which was last appeared in 1986 and it appears on every 76 years. Now find out next when it will appear. Now here we will learn the difference between comet, asteroid, meteoroid, meteor and meteorite. Now if we talk about comet, a chunk of ice and rock originating from the outer solar system, often accompanied by a coma and a tail, and tail will always point away from the sun. Next we have asteroid. It is a rock in orbit generally between Mars and Jupiter. Sometimes asteroids get bounced towards Earth. Now, meteoroid, a space rock that's bigger than a dust grain but smaller than a asteroid. If it strikes Earth, it is then a meteorite. Now, meteor, the streak of light seen when a space rock enters the atmosphere and starts burning up. That is also shooting star. Now we have meteorite. If a meteor doesn't entirely burn up, a piece of space rock that lands on Earth is called meteorite. So here you can understand the difference between these five elements. So next we have the Kuiper Belt. This is a region of solar system that exists beyond the eight major planets extending from the orbit of Neptune. Now, Pluto used to be classified as a planet but was changed to a dwarf planet in 2006. Now, Pluto was the largest known object in the Kuiper Belt until 2005. In 2005, astronomers observed an even larger object that they nicknamed Xena. Now, soon after, they gave it proper name and called it Eris. So, Eris is nearly twice as far from the Sun as Pluto and bigger than the Pluto, with its own moon called Dysnomia. So, the Kuiper Belt is also a belt made of icy objects and it is same as asteroid belt. Now, asteroid belt is in between the orbit of Mars and Jupiter. So, it basically divides the terrestrial planets and giant planets. And the Kuiper belt is after the last planet, which is Neptune. And Kuiper belt is made up of icy objects. Now the astronomers think the icy objects of the Kuiper belt are remnant left over from the formation of the solar system, similar to the relationship between the main asteroid belt and Jupiter. As asteroid belt is remnant left over from the formation of Jupiter planet. So it's a region of objects that might have come together to form a planet. Had Neptune not been there, instead, Neptune's gravity stirred up this region of space so much that the small icy objects there weren't able to coalesce into a large planet. So, these are all the opinions of the astronomers. Still, we have many things to research on, many things to be yet discovered. But still, the more the space is discovered, the more it remains undiscovered. That means the more we are discovering, the more we have to still discover about the space. Here we have a picture and you can understand with this picture. We have sun. After that we have four uh, terrestrial planets or inner planets. Then we have the asteroid belt which is made up of rocky elements and metals. Then we have the giant planets After that, we have Kuiper belt, which is made up of icy objects. So, this is the structure of the solar system. Hope you all understood all the topics taught in this video. All the questions and queries will be resolved in the online classes. Thank you, students.